Kimberly.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. She looks very lovely. You look very lovely.
Oh
I was
my
going to
God.
compliment you. Your skin is
Oh.
glowing, but I said,
Oh.
okay, let her just take her.
Let me
seat
slap my
first.
head back to shape. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, how are you doing this afternoon, Kimberly?
I'm good. It's been a great time so far.
Yeah, good to have you on the show. To be a part of the conversation today, you can call us up on 07000 or 090-256-254-55. You can also send us a text or a WhatsApp message on 070-317-56537. You can listen to us live from any part of the world at www.wfm917.com, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And we're live on Facebook right now. Yes, we are. So I'm moving on to the stories of the day. Children are vulnerable. We all know that. Yes. And it's really, really sad to see when children are mistreated, violated, abused, neglected, or just excluded in the society. It's really, really sad. Now, the International Labour Organization has decried the high rates of child labor in Ondo State. We see these things in our society, and I really wonder how people are able to perpetrate such acts on children, innocent children. Some children are out of school. I mean, most parents are out of jobs. They have to support one way or the other to help feed their families, to ensure that child labor is eliminated. Because when you move around in the areas, you see little children running errands here and there, working in the same place, and you're wondering, how is the child able to cope up with all of this, Ibinabo?
It is crazy. It is crazy because, well, I'm not going to deny the fact that the economy is scrunching, there's much scrunching, lack and everything. But then, why the children? You understand? And we're talking about this majorly. I mean, the major culprit is the agri sector. That is the cocoa value chain. Have you been to cocoa farm before? If you have, you will know. You'll begin to imagine how could anyone engage children
Like that.
You understand? And if they are going to be talking about, you see, there's a way we misinterpret a lot of things. And I'm very glad that the story talked about SDG, SDG 8, Target 7, and that Target 7 is talking about, child labor and how bad it is and everything, and how every nation must stand against it, irrespective of the ugliness or the skinny nature of their economy. You understand?
Yes.
So, I mean, who does that? You put children in such a place when they should be in school. It's bad. I hope that the governor of Ondo State is up and doing about it, and I hope that the nation as a whole, because now we're talking about child labor in the agri sector. I mean, it's everywhere. You see some children. I saw a little boy. He was overseeing a shop. And I told myself, if an adult who has other intentions come to this shop, they will so steal. And the child would, because...
And the child will be held responsible.
Exactly. And he will be beaten black and blue for whatever. You understand? So it is so bad. And I hope that the government does something about it, because this is getting too much. Child labor is a huge problem we have in Nigeria. And the government has to be, as usual, as we have been saying, intentional and very deliberate about it.
Thank you, Binabo. Kimberly, what do you think?
Yeah, like she rightly said, it cuts across Nigeria. It's not just in Ondo State. And one form of child labor that beats me every time is when I see underage girls employed as domestic helps
in the house.
You understand? That's one is something I cannot get over. Because you see now that they are not only employed as domestic helps, they are now made to do they take care of the entire family. The woman will probably go to the girl's family people in the village and say, okay, don't worry, I'll train your child. And then they take her, pay such low wages. And sometimes they might not even pay the salary. They'll say, okay, the school is a compensation. And then she'll wear rags. When they go out to eat for family dinner or lunch, you see that she's sitting in one side. That's serious. That's, she's doing so much. She's abused in every way. So that kind of child labor for me beats me. And like she rightly said again, there are so many, not just, when it comes to domestic, it cuts across everywhere. You see children during school hours, working, hawking under the scorching sun, doing so much. And, a lot should be done.
Okay. Thank you. To be a part of the conversation today, you can call us up on 07000 or 090-256-254-55. 25455. Or you can send us a text or a WhatsApp message on 070 317 56537. I really think that a lot should be done. The government really needs to put their weight in it to ensure that every form of child labor is eliminated. It is because there are certain times when children get cheated by other people because they have been asked to guard the shop or stay in the shop, and you see the way the children are treated, and you're wondering how would you just treat a child like this? In the first place, this child is too young to handle this kind of responsibility you've saddled on the child.
But everything is not left to the government, though.
Mhm.
Like,
You also have
where
a
do you think
part
we
to
come in?
play.
Yes.
But then again, we have these policies. So as much as we are going to be happy on these people who engage these little children in their homes, we need to talk to the government too, because what are the MDAs, the relevant MDAs doing? Are you getting it? I mean, these are policies that should be implemented. If you get to know that there was a time that I think in Lagos, there was a time, it was very brief though, that should they see any school-age child on the street, they go carry that picture.
Yes.
So let the owner of that child come
and say,
do you
"This is my
understand?
child." Yes.
Everybody should just, we should stop doing this thing. It's bad enough that, we're not even taking care of that sector, the education sector. Let alone now allowing, they ask out of school children, the number has been increasing.
Yes.
You understand? At this time of our lives, we should be doing better. We can't afford to be retrogressive. It seems as if, because if you go around, do you understand? You will see that a lot of people are guilty of this, very culpable of this, because in some homes it is so bad that the youngest child there could be probably 10 or 11, and they'll bring in a supposed housemaid who's about 8, 9.
Exactly.
Are you getting now? I was actually in a family, I will talk. If you're my friend, you take it. If you don't want to take it, then me I will find level. I'll always tell you the truth. I got there and I saw that they said they have a new maid, and I saw this skinny
Very
little girl doing everything, bringing water for me. I said, As soon as she left, I said, come, I'm not drinking this water. Somebody older should bring this water. What if she didn't handle it well? And by the way, who is she? Now I come the yesterday, I said, God, Mama, you get picky, we don't enter university, and you want to bring in a little baby like this. What on earth did you promise the parents? I was very honest with her, candid, because sometimes we see these things and we look the other way
because people involved.
You see, why do we have? You see, when the economy is so bad, like when push comes to shove, your real person, that person that you have managed to put to the back of your thoughts, will just come to the fore. That's why you see some people. We are all being hit by the economy, but that doesn't mean we are going to be kidnappers or bandits or armed robbers and everything. So now, if you put a child through such, it is a hard knock life. This child will grow up very bitter, nonchalant, very unhappy. And when you have such a mindset, Esther, Kim, it is very easy for anybody to introduce criminal activities to you. And you won't even need to go home and think about it. On the spot, you are agreeing to the activity. Do you understand? So we cannot keep putting children through this, and then we begin to fight criminal activities. How do we do that? You have to go to the very root of a problem. If you don't, and you're just doing a very superficial things, it will not work. It will not work. So these people, there has to be. I'm sure if one looks through the law that protects the children, or whatever it is written around the target 7, there should be a commensurate punishment for those who engage in this. So implementation, enforcement is what we need, because if we have 1 or 2 persons, it's not only when the woman or the husband now begins to abuse the child, or somebody pours hot water on the child. No, that's not where we should speak out or speak up. It is before we get to that point, that's when we should speak up or speak out. You cannot keep a little girl who should be in primary 3 or 4 in the house.
And the domestic staff.
But who do we blame for that? I think we'll blame the parents for giving her out, no matter the promises that were made to them. You
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
Because there's something I always say, I absolutely agree with her. There's something I always say, broken homes make broken kids, and those broken kids make broken adults, and those broken adults make the broken society that we have to, deal with. Right now.
Exactly.
So
But
it's
you
a
would,
vicious
but you would
cycle.
agree
It
with me
is.
that we all have a part to play in this.
Yes.
Now, if I, as a person, do not go to take anybody's child as a domestic staff in my house or as help in my house, you giving me your child to do such for me. If I refuse to take that child, I have somehow breached the gap there. The school will not go on. If any parent is trying to bring their child to anybody and everybody's saying, no, please, I cannot. I will only do the little that I can help. You don't have to bring your child to my house to do any kind of labor.
Esther, most people want the easy way out, correct? I stand corrected, but most people will want the easy way out. It's like, okay, you're giving me your child and I'm paying less. Even this thing is even done in workplaces where you see that, okay, they'll just take in coppers or IT for cheap labor. It's like, they abuse you to do times 10 of, the actual job you're supposed to do. So it's the same thing. You go to the village, you take a child where you know that you won't pay anything. And most of them, even that, maybe they've lived abroad before, they know that getting a nanny or babysitter outside is expensive. So when they come here, it's like cheap labor. They just carry down. They'll say, "Don't worry, I'll put them for school." And next thing, they might not even put the girl in school.
Even if they even do,
in most cases they don't.
They don't. Even if
she's
they do,
exposed to a lot. She might even be abused in the house.
Sexually.
Yes.
She'll be abused. She will be. The child labor is there. So many things.
And then emotionally, because there's something about
even verbal abuse.
I remember there was a lady I took home because I didn't like the way she was, and I knew that she was being abused sexually. So one thing led to the other. I tried to create a situation where somebody would come to the rescue, and everybody was just looking like adults, so looking like. So I just told my husband, I said, look, we have to discuss with the father. So what do you want to do? You cannot just have a little girl of 7 and you're going about saying you're looking for a job. Go get a job. You got it. Put him all together. You must rest the patent. Then this girl can